Webcast Media Podcast Network.
¿Cómo estamos, mi gente? Welcome to another edition of Lucha con Macho. And today we are doing something special. Because today what we're doing is we are going to react. Why do I keep saying we? Coño, papi. Look, we are going to react to John Cena's promo. Because to me, a known, I would say, John Cena hater, it feels a lot like what we saw last night was a brand new Cena. It was a brand new version of this character that, well, quite frankly, it's been needed for a very long time. And I want to share with you my live reactions, but that's not just it. We're not going to just spend time looking at this live reaction and listening to John Cena's promo. We are also going to the contract signing between Bianca Belair and Io Sky, because that contract signing brought forth it was a story that was near and dear to my heart, bringing the WrestleMania story with the Royal Rumble winner from 2004, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H back into the limelight. So before we get started, I just want to tell you guys, please like, subscribe, share the podcast. Do whatever you can, please. Word of mouth is the best way to get us out there. We are almost at 1,900 subscribers here, and we are so close to getting to that 2,000 mark. I'm so grateful. We just crossed 100,000 views. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to each and every one of you that have done that. Some videos do very well, get like 500 to 1.2K views. Some videos, I believe, like yesterday's video only got 3 views, and that's okay. I mean, if you have time, jump on the show. If you don't, I appreciate you too. Please follow us on Spotify as well. You can click the link and it'll send you right over to Spotify. Please like, subscribe on there as well. Everything that we do here will translate to your Spotify. If you don't have time to sit down and watch a YouTube, then guess what, guys? Put it on in your car. Put it on when you're doing dishes. Put it on when you're mowing the grass. We're moving towards that time to where I always have my earbuds in when I'm mowing the grass, because I prefer to listen to music and podcasts over the sound of a lawnmower. All right, guys, let's jump right into it as John Cena makes his entrance to Brussels. Woo! This is definitely the reaction he got from the crowd here. This was ECW level heat. The way the crowd just loathed this man. And I got to tell you, at first, when he came out with the last time is now towel, and he came out with the shirt and the hat. I mean, me and my son watched this together because he had just gotten out of school 40 minutes before this. And yeah, I definitely felt that it was one of those moments. Oh, we're going in commercials right away. Right away, we're going in commercials. That's what happens when YouTube gets you. YouTube gets you. Okay. Man, the way his reactions were, listen to this, man. And they were eating it up. Everybody was eating this up. This was brilliant. The whole segment was 26 minutes long. I guess for us, because we have ads and stuff here in the States, I think after this was all said and done, it was like 3:35. So I think their actual time on television was 26 minutes. At first, I was like, okay, this is just normal. It's the John Cena suck stuff. But then, man, the way they didn't let him talk. And I got to tell you, one of the things that my son noticed was the crowd wanted to boo him, but they also wanted to hear him talk. Because when he put the mic down to walk away, right? They booed him louder. They stopped chanting things at him. Wow, man. This reaction was wild. Just absolutely wild. Half the arena still chanting, "Let's go Cena." I did like WWE's cameramen zooming in on the people that were chanting "Cena sucks." They did a spectacular job of doing so. They made sure to let everybody know, like, no. We want you to hate this man. Now, I have a couple thoughts on this promo, and I think it might be a little bit controversial, but if you'll hear me out, I think you'll agree with what I'm saying. Look at the way he just stands there, all stoic, almost like this doesn't affect me. You got to understand, this man has been dealing with this type of animosity from fans for a long time. They've kind of always treated him this way. I mean, this segment alone, looking at it here, this segment alone had 2.4 million views last night. From last night to this morning, it was 17 hours ago. And he had 2.4 million views on a promo. On a promo. The way he just puts the mic down, threatens to walk out on them. There we go. We got to deal with the ads. We got to deal with them. There's nothing we can do about it, guys. It's just the way the world works. I apologize. I love the way he just talks a little bit. Here we go. They shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. Just the way he cut this promo, it was very political. Very political. It definitely screams to the environment today. I consider this promo a liberal promo. If you think about it, the way the political climate has been recently, the way he cut this promo, he comes off as a very hardcore liberal. Just listen to the way he reacts here. He's the victim. I mean, that is exactly what the world has turned into. Everybody's a victim now. That is wild to me. Oof. It is someone who's finally standing up for what they believe in after years of being told to turn the other cheek. Oof. Listen to these poignant words. He emphasizes on abuse, on how he was abused, how he's the victim, on how he was treated like a puppet. As the crowd chants "F you, Cena," just unbelievable. I love this because
Thank you.
Mhm.
Look, I am not a baby face.
I love this. This is my favorite part of the whole promo.
I'm a human being.
Just, oh,
And each and every one of you has been awful to me.
yep. Just listen to the way he describes this. Listen to the way he describes this relationship, almost like he was in a committed relationship for 25 years with fans.
For 20 years. When I first got into the WWE, oh, you let me know really loud that you hated me.
Yeah, this is wild. They did. They did for a long time. They were fans of his until he beat JBL for the WWE Championship, and then everything changed. Everything. Yep. Yep. Oh my Lord, this promo is just Yep. Yep. Mhm. Just a yeah.
So what did I do? I spent the next 10 years of my life trying to give away everything I possibly got. And what did I do?
Ooh. This promo is just spectacular. Because if you think about his career, he's right. He spent the majority of the beginning of his career talking about, like, I'm the man, you can't see me, I'm the champ is here, all that, and fans hated him for it. So then he became the US champion. And then they wanted him to drop that championship every single time he had an open challenge.
What a great example. They go from chanting, shut the F up, to cheering when I say I'm going to walk away. So I announced my retirement in a move that has never been done before. I'm actually walking away at the end of this year. I tried one last time to get along with you guys. I tried one last time to do something nice for you, and you ruined it. Just like you ruined everything.
Yep. That is right. People were unhappy when they found out that it was going to be John Cena winning the Elimination Chamber. Yep. It's funny, my son didn't know what this chant was yesterday when we watched it, and he kept saying, "What are they chanting?" And when I told him, he's like, "That's stupid." This was great.
Is proving my point.
Oh my God.
My point is, no matter what I do, it is never enough, and you should all be ashamed of yourself.
I'm a Disney dad. In case you're wondering, kids love Disney. I love Disney. Not the politics. I don't want to talk about politics. I'm only talking about that here. I'm just talking about we love the movies. We love the theme parks. We love the family time. So I don't want to see any people in my comments being like, "Oh my God." I'm not doing any of that stuff. Oh my God. John Cena just preaching to the gospel. Yep. Here we go with the Gene Wilder. You get nothing. Ooh. Just brilliant. I love this. I really was afraid of him changing his entire persona and all of his gear, and then fans gravitating towards that new character. If you're going to be a heel, you need to be a heel. And if they want you to change, then don't change. Think about everything that like the right and the left have argued over the past couple of years, right? We're just talking politics really quickly because I feel like this is very topical. And the left has been very clear, like, we're abused, and you mistreat us, you talk down to us, you make fun of us, and it's a clear, like, victim mentality. And a lot of what they say, the right makes fun of. Like, oh, you're soft. Oh, you're woke. And then look at the character he's portraying on screen here. He's portraying a liberal. Just listen to these words. The way he is just attacking the WWE universe. Oh, here we go.
You're the let's go see the people. The people are like, aren't you?
Yeah. This is such classic heel heat here, and he's just done it in such a beautiful way. I mean, the way he's been able to just take a couple of weeks before actually responding, to me, that was smart.
The scene sucks jack-offs. They've already proven themselves.
Mm.
People. The let's go see the people are just as awful.
Oh.
You claim to support me. What have you ever done? You. What have you? You. What have you ever done to support me? Huh?
Oh.
All you ever do is steal from me.
Oh.
You steal.
Wow.
You steal my personal moments. You steal my time. Toy. You have made me the butt of a stupid, invisible joke for 15 years, and you still think it's funny. It's not funny. You are pathetic.
I could not. I'm speechless. Yup, there it is.
You don't wear this for support. You wear it to make you feel good.
Wow.
Words like hustle, loyalty, and respect. I live them every day.
Yes, sir, you do. Listen, as someone who's never been a John Cena fan, me cago en la madre. I am a fan now.
Definition of perseverance, and every person here
Absolute definition of perseverance. Love it.
do not support what you do. It's you use me.
Oof.
Excuse for the benefit of a life. It's all you've ever done there for 25 years is sit on your ass and watch me be great. Including that one kid right there. It's a toxic, dysfunctional relationship.
Oh my god. If you guys don't see this whole like just the way he conveys himself. I mean, just look at your FYP on TikTok. Look at the way Fox News and MSNBC go at each other. This is like the woke army versus the right. This is wild. Like, I know it's just wrestling, so it's not that serious, but everything that he's pointing out. What a brilliant move. Because the majority of the country right now believes in, like, woke is bad. It's bad for economy. It's bad for people. We don't want certain things taught in schools. We don't, they talk about that stuff all the time. And then all of a sudden you have the way he just conveys this almost like, you're abusive to me. You've been abusing me. And after 25 years, I'm finally going to stand up for myself. I mean, Cody Rhodes' reaction from the crowd, we're just going to skip over that because I don't really care about that. I love how the way when Cody comes out and he starts shooting John Cena down, almost like calling him a crier, like a whiny, like a baby and all of that stuff, that John doesn't react. His facial expression stays the same. He's just, it's a poker face, and it's wonderful. It's like Cody's cutting him down and he doesn't care. To me, they're both big time stars, but in this situation, I really felt like Cody came off small. Like his promo was very like aggressive, right?
Everybody was willing to hear you out, even myself. If I understood correctly from what you just said, they've given you their worst. Sure, they might have given you their worst. They have also given you their best for 25 years, and they did that.
It's amazing to me that Cody, who is just a brilliant heel performer, wants to be this babyface.
They did that because you could take it. They did that because you could carry it.
It's amazing how he's just explaining the abuse that fans gave John Cena, almost like they did it because you can carry it. This, man, whenever Cody does this enough thing, it drives me up a wall. Just if you're wondering where I got this shirt, I bought this off the TikTok shop. If you go buy it, if you go click at the link in my bio, you can find this shirt. It was real cheap. I got it for like $7. It was awesome.
On this shirt. Right. You know what you did? I was excited at the prospect of going week to week, face to face with John Cena, and instead,
I love it. I love how I almost love how the right has become the babyface in this situation and the left has become the heel. Just a brilliant move by WWE. John Cena's like just listening to him and he's just like,
WrestleMania 41, not this whiny bitch.
ooh. And that's the end of the segment right there, guys. So what were your overall thoughts of the John Cena and Cody Rhodes, face off? In my personal opinion, I'm going to stick to it. I believe that John Cena cut a very liberal promo. He sounded very much like a victim of circumstance. It was almost like we created this monster. And if you're a fan of the Joker movie, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, by the end of that movie, the Joker's kind of the anti-hero because society turned him into that Joker. That's what happened. And through John Cena's Instagram posts over the past week, he kept sharing different versions of the Joker on his IG. And he was telling us little by little, you created the monster you are about to see. And I got to tell you, it was a brilliant tactic. Very ballsy of WWE to actually do this. Very ballsy of WWE to decide, mira, let's have John go out there and be what the world kind of dislikes right now. Let's have him be like the last of that, uber, like over sensitive person. And then let's have Cody kind of go back to the real man mentality, like the real man motto. And man, I just really thought the way the promo came off, everything, the segment, the way John Cena even conveyed himself to Cody Rhodes was just it was so phenomenal because the only words that Cena was actually able to say to Cody was almost like let me explain, right? And Cody was like, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, I want to go one-on-one against my hero. I want to go one-on-one against the guy who thought it was necessary to cut a promo against Roman Reigns when he forgot his lines, to remind him that I can do this part-time better than you can do this full-time. I'm still here because you can't do your job. I want to go one-on-one against the guy who cuts a promo in front of Austin Theory that after Theory points out his bald spot, he decides to say, like, at least they don't have to pipe in crowd noise so that way people can pay attention to me. Man, I thought that's the John Cena we were going to get, a guy who's going to go out there and he's going to shred Cody. But WWE has done a brilliant job of protecting Cody, of putting him in a situation in which he's never going to have to ever be out there like the way AEW made mistakes with Max. There were multiple times that AEW themselves killed MJF's momentum by having guys like Ricky Saints go out there and just cut him down, by having Bryan Danielson cut him down, by having Kenny Omega cut him down. There were lots of times where Max would cut promos, and I felt like he was supposed to be the star coming out of the promos, and they could have done a great job protecting him. They could have always given him the aha moment, but they didn't do that. It's like they didn't produce them well, and I think WWE realized that. Now, my own little conspiracy theory, because I think if you pay attention to this one thing I'm going to point out, I think it will shock the shit out of you. And that is, I believe that WWE has gone so far in protecting Cody Rhodes recently that they actually have hindered Gunther's title reign. Because if you look at Gunther's live opponents since SummerSlam, if you look at the promos he's cutting at live events, those promos, yeah, they're one-offs. They're one-offs, and it's like, okay, here's Gunther versus CM Punk at Madison Square Garden. Awesome. That's a match we all want to see, right? And then he wrestles AJ Styles. Like, he's just wrestling so many bigger names at live events and house shows, and they could have given him those for television feuds. They didn't. And I think a lot of people realize that if WWE had put Gunther in the spot where he's going to be the world heavyweight champion, but we're going to get the IC championship reign just with him with a bigger title, I think a lot of people backstage in WWE figured out if we do that, the crowd's going to prefer his title reign over Cody's. So what's the best way to do it? Let's have Cody uber visible. Let's have him at every single event. Let's have him have massive specials on YouTube. Let's let him have his own show with Wheatley's. Let's make sure that he's, even if he's backstage just walking, he's at every single show. He's in the crowd at Netflix and people are complaining, where's Gunther at the opening Netflix ceremony? They made sure to have Cody there because the biggest complaint for 4 years was that Roman wasn't there all the time. After COVID, Roman kind of stopped showing up all the time, right? He was there for a lot of the COVID era because a lot of his pre-tape, they probably did multiple segments, multiple things, and then we didn't know. So they probably weren't really live shows. They were like when I do like a recording here, I can save it and then I can post it on YouTube like 3 hours later. And I've had so many people like text me and be like, dude, why aren't you answering my questions and comments and during a video? And I'm like, dude, that's a pre-recorded video. So I think that's what WWE did. And I think once Roman figured that out, that, oh, I can do this, and it looks like I'm a fighting champion, it looks like I'm here at every single show, they kind of went away from that. Gunther was at every single show as the Intercontinental champ. He defended that title. He was a 600-day champion, 666 days, I believe. And we couldn't have that while Cody was the champ. People would start to question whether or not he was a better champion than Cody Rhodes. Now, guys, one more segment that I believe I want to watch with you here is the Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky segment because, man, I got to tell you, I am a super fan of the WrestleMania 20 contract signing. The fact that the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, had just decided to super kick the Royal Rumble winner and sign his name on the dotted line, I thought, wow. Here we go. We got Bianca Belair and Io Sky already in the ring. They're talking back and forth. Io, make sure she makes it known that Rhea's not going to disrespect me anymore. You're not going to disrespect me anymore. I'm the champion. And then Bianca, they both signed a contract. And then right as we are going to have the face-off, we have Rhea Ripley's music hit because this is her brutality. It's my brutality. It's your brutality. It's everybody's brutality. We love Rhea Ripley here on the show. We absolutely do as she comes down because it is Monday Night Mommy. Let's not forget that. She comes down to the ring, very cocky. Bianca looks immediately annoyed. We have Scrap Daddy Iron Pierce trying to stop her from coming down. Ooh, I love it. What are you guys doing out here? Listen to the crowd in Brussels. They want so much for Io and Bianca to be the top stars, but the crowd's live. They're telling you they want Rhea. Hmm. I love this. I had some dude, some troll hit me up on TikTok telling me he felt like this was very similar to the NXT storyline with Rhea, Charlotte, and Io. Ese pendejo no sabe nada. He doesn't know anything because that's just a different comparison. That was Rhea was supposed to be the future. Charlotte was the champion at the time. She was like the top guy at the time, the top dog. And that's not at all what this story is. In this story, Bianca just wants her title match. That's it. She just wants to wrestle whoever. She wants to wrestle whoever. It doesn't matter. She just wants to be the champ. Io just wants to defend the championship. She wants to be champ. And Rhea, she feels like she got screwed. Why was Bianca out there? She's never beaten Io. She needed to focus. Absolutely focus. I love it. Rhea Ripley headbutts Bianca Belair. Ask Liv Morgan how that feels. And then she power bombs Io Sky on top of Bianca Belair, takes the contract, signs her name on the dotted line, and Adam Pearce doesn't really know what to do. He doesn't have an answer. Even during their backstage segment, he didn't really have an answer on how to deal with that current situation. I just thought it was brilliant. Just two really, really great moments on Monday Night Raw. The top stars definitely came out, as well as Braun Breaker and Finn Balor just giving us a banger of a main event. It shows that when given the opportunity, when given time, it doesn't need to be just the World Heavyweight Champion. It doesn't need to be just the WWE Champion. It doesn't need to be the Women's World Champion, that you can give the mid-card, the main event, even on a televised show, and it will be spectacular. Guys, if you enjoyed this live watch along for the John Cena segment, for the Rhea Ripley segment, please let me know in the comments. Send questions, comments, whatever you like. Let me know over on the TikToks. I'm absolutely on there every single day. I post anywhere from 5 to 10 videos a day. I interact with almost every single person on there. Let me know if you enjoy this, and maybe I'll start to dissect more and more moments. I would like to bring back an OG podcast that I used to do with Tyler called Create a Card. And what that is I will give you my favorite WrestleMania. I'm not going to watch a WrestleMania in its entirety, but what I will do is I will give you 3 or 4 matches that I believe throughout history of WrestleMania, and I will put them together for one great card, watch them here live with you. And then we can talk about whether or not you think that I picked the right matches, or whether or not you think that I should have picked other matches. Either way, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, que tenga buen día.